the upgrades in like apps and tools and features, which are fully crazy now. Like, honestly, I could name 3 things that are fully genius. How long do you reckon? First one is black books. How long have they been open for? They're a while, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like that's always
old, yeah?
been a thing with horse racing, I reckon.
Well, that's an example of an OG thing that just makes you like kind of think that you've got the edge, or like you have this kind of control because you saw that horse win last time. It's now more likely to win.
Yeah. But there's been improvements with it for sure.
Yeah.
In terms of the fact that now a lot of the bookies will give you a notification when your black book horse is running.
Like you won last time on this one, even back it again sort of thing.
Yeah. So and the beauty of that as well is it's apples and oranges. Yes, you might have backed a horse that you then put into your black book, but it might have been running in a donkey race in Ipswich, and now it's running Flemington race 4 in a way higher class, and it's on a different track, different conditions, different whatever, million different variables. But of course you don't see that. You don't think that. You just go, I've won on this before. This is a good horse. I'm going to back it again. And the bookies know you're going to think that as well. So they send you a notification. Your black book horse is running. What are you going to do? Tell me you're not, because if you don't back that as well and it wins, then you're going to be like, oh, why did I not back that? So you're going to get FOMO there too.
That's gambler's fallacy, that one. It's like you believe that it's like, I don't know, your lucky number came up, or it's kind of touching on the illusion of control as well. It's like, oh, it's my wife's birthday, back to 13, or it's my wife's name, back that. It's kind of like it's just layers and layers. But another feature is they've now got, we can go one step back, the same game multi tracker. So you can check your progress. Like, you don't have to wait till the end of the match, go in the AFL app, check the disposals. It literally shows you, okay, the progress bar, as well as whether it's a plus, whether it's a green tick or a red tick. And you can kind of be like, fuck yeah, I've got 2 out of 3 legs. Like, you're sitting there watching that. Like, let's just say you weren't watching the match and you're on their app. Now, in the meantime, you might be looking at other shit, thinking about tomorrow's same gamer. That's all designed to keep you there. Then you go again. Now they've got like the actual form of the player before you place the bet. So they've now got his last like 5 matches where they've got how many goals he kicked, how many disposals he had, depending on the market. And you don't have to then exit their app to go on like another website to check the disposals yourself. You don't have to do any research. It's all done for you. Convenience, accessible, increased time on their app, more likely to gamble, more money spent, more money lost, whatever. And then one last thing is that they're even doing this with like more so horse racing now as well, like the form analyzer. I don't know how long this has been a thing. It's obviously progressed. They've even got like expert tips on the app. They've got popular same game multis, popular multis. So like all of these things are just designed for you to do, I guess, less thinking and just pressing buttons, essentially becoming like I don't know. Is it fair to say like they're just trying to make you become
an expert, or
no, not
cog?
Even.
I don't know which.
What? No, like more just like you're almost like a fucking rat in a lab. Like you're just like clicking buttons without even a thought. Like you give the rat a pill and test it. Like it's just gonna eat whatever you feed it. It's like if you don't think about any decision you make.
Do you reckon that's why they do it though?
Well, it's not just one reason. It's everyone's different.
Yeah, of course.
It hits different people in different ways. Some people are just lazy as, like, even just like Apple Pay, like being available on your phone. It's just easier to deposit. If you have to walk down to the tab and put your money in the machine, 1, that's too hard. 2, you're probably going to look at the note and be like, fuck, do I really want to lose this? Whereas if it's just a number on the screen, and even sometimes not even having to put the fucking CCV in on your card. You can't remember the digits. Fuck, got to go downstairs, get my wallet. Fuck it, Apple Pay, fucking instant. Press 2 buttons and it's done. And it's like, these are the things that just make it way easier for you to lose.
They just want to make it as simple as possible for you to make a decision.
Decreasing the friction to achieve what they want. Removing any reason for you not to lose.
Yeah, if you are uncertain about a bet, or should I do this, should I do that, it's like as soon as there's a gap between you having time to actually think about what you're doing, then that's probably less likely that you're going to bet. right? So if they provide as much information to you or make it as simple as and as easy as possible for you to place a bet and to make a decision about a bet, then you're more likely to do it. I think one thing that you potentially could add to that as well is all this form and all this data that they're giving you, they're just feeding you what you want to read and what you want to hear and what they want you to see. Like, just because someone has kicked a couple of goals 5 games in a row doesn't mean they're going to kick it this time. But you see that and you're like, oh, well, they've done it for the last 5. So you get this idea of this illusion of expertise. You're like, oh, hang on, no, I do know more about this because they're telling me this data. And so therefore you're more likely to act, you're more likely to make a decision because you're not going to go, oh, is he playing well? Is he been kicking goals? No, you can see it right there and then. It's as efficiently provided to you as quick as possible. Therefore, you're more likely to make a bet based on the assumption that you actually know more than what you do. But in reality, you're just falling straight into their tricks.
But what you've just said there is spot on. But the odds are made by that company already knowing that. They already know he's kicked 2 goals in his last 5 games. So it's going to be like $1.20. Because it's going to be much less likely than the actual probability if you were to put it out. Now, obviously, there's variation between bookies, but that's another thing. Like, punters are not going to actually look on another app to get the best price. They'll just place it because it's convenient there, and then you're already losing even more, even if you win. So it's like you're losing on their edge as well when you actually win bets.
So there you have it, a small snippet from our podcast where we talk about how the bookies trick you and manipulate you to bet the way that they want you to bet. To watch the full episode, just click here and it'll take you right there.